I guess.
What do you think of that last play, the whole play, from start to finish?
Well, we almost didn't give ourselves enough time because we jacked around and didn't foul. And then I think it went from like 20 to 8. I could be wrong. My timing's maybe off. But I think we fouled Corey around 8, and then he makes both. And then, we executed perfectly. And Travis set a great screen. And Ben, it was fortunate, and because he didn't call glass, I'm sure, but in a situation like that, you just hope you get a good look, and we were fortunate we got a good look and got a break and made the most of the break. So really happy for our guys and proud of them. We hung in there. We got outplayed. I thought Iowa State was the more poised and better team for the majority of the night. But we did some good things. For the first half, we didn't play great. We're up 9 playing 2 for 1 and going to halftime up 4. That can never happen. I mean, you should be up 9 or more. You got 2 possessions, they're 1, and we go in up 4. So that was about as bad as you could ever finish a half. And then gave them some momentum going into halftime. And then we're up 8, and Elijah tries to throw a left-handed under lob. And, just bad plays. And we encouraged them to play with us, and then they took advantage of it, and then we're playing catch-up the rest of the time. But that was a big boys game. There's a lot of guys out there making plays late for both teams, and they're hard to guard. They're really good. I don't know how Fred feels, but they got off. We defended the 3 well tonight, and they got off 38. So they're athletic at all spots and really do a nice job.
Do you ever remember a young kid hitting so many big shots, especially late, like Ben did, and the 4-pointer, and then the 3 to tie it?
Not off the top of my head, no. But I don't, young, old. I haven't remembered anybody. Mario was 8 for 10 a game, but Ben's 3 threes he made the first half. That was bad offense. He just jumped up and made some shots off the bounce, which you don't coach that. And he just bailed us out. But we had a lot of individuals play good. I thought Jeff was really good. Kevin did some good things, but certainly Elijah did some good things, but Ben was the star tonight.
Were you expecting Iowa State to foul you on the final play?
Didn't know. If me, unless you practice it all the time, I wouldn't, and I for sure wouldn't with more than 5. And there was 8+ to go, so maybe you do, and hindsight's always 20/20 on those sorts of things. But we were fortunate they didn't. But if I was Fred, I wouldn't have either. So I would have said, hey, let's hunker down and guard them, and so I don't think that was a bad play because it's always easy to second guess.
What is it about that play that makes it so effective? We've seen you run it a number of times. And
I just got a lot of options. They went under the fade screen, and we told them if they go under it, I want you to stop and change the angle of the screen, and Travis did it perfect. Travis got him open. They went under the fade, and we ran that. We had it against Michigan State, and they went under it, and Ben didn't feel it and didn't see it, and just he did a better job this time. But we were fortunate, but I don't think we should be lost. That was a great college basketball game with 2 good teams and a great atmosphere. But I was so impressed with Iowa State's team. I think they're really good.
Could you talk about how good Ben is, but did he show you anything even extra tonight?
Well, you know what? He's very efficient, but it's kind of sad. This is coaching, and we got to do a better job. But when a guy gets 33, that's impressive. But when he does it on 12 shots, you got to get him more than 12 shots. And I don't think he does a great job at all of plugging himself into the game. And I don't think we do a good job looking for him like we should. That kind of stuff. But it's one thing for guys to play the first 35 minutes of the game. It's another thing for players to make play the last 5, and that's something that we haven't seen. So that was great to see.
You mentioned after the Temple game that having Jeff inside kind of makes your defense overrated because of what he's able to do at times. Did you maybe get a sense of that at all today with them pulling him away from the basket?
No, I'll go back and watch, but I could be mistaken. I think they shot some shots that if you were to ask me if that would be the best shot they could get that possession, we'd live with that. They can shoot. They got some players. Of course, Yang got them started off right. We probably made a coaching mistake by putting him on on him rather than starting him on Ejim. But we thought Ejim would try to drive Jeff. But they were smart. They just got Jeff away from the basket and tried to play that way. And so, I thought that was a pretty smart strategy. Every time, even when Greg was there, I don't know if you guys remember, they come in here and Vanderbeeken would shoot 15 or 10 or 15 threes, it seems like. I mean, they always clip off a lot of threes when they come in here. Last year, they totally controlled the game against us. And then Tyshawn went nuts in the second half. I mean, this is a team that's always given us problems. And they play with unbelievable poise in this building. Going back to Stinson and Blaylock when they beat us here. I mean, Iowa State plays with great poise in this building, and I know that both teams will be looking forward to another great matchup in Ames.
Was the plan to go for the quick two on that shot Elijah did with like 14 seconds left, or improvise that?
No. We said I told him to go get the quick two. I don't know why, but I thought we could extend the game that way. And I don't know how much time was left, but he went and got a quick. I thought he went and got a quick two twice. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but for sure the last one. So that was good. That was good execution right there.
How big of an impact did it have on the game when Yang fouled out?
You know what? I don't know. I really don't know. He did a really good job of in the second half of not necessarily scoring. What did he end up with? 13, but he had 10 and a half. So he did a good job the second half of finding guys by backing Kevin down and pitching to guys and forcing rotation and things like that. But I thought we did a pretty good job. We actually, you go back and watch the tape, we actually didn't rebound the ball poorly, but we had about a 3 or 4 minute stretch in there at game point that we did rebound it poorly. And Ejim made an unbelievable play. Cliver made an unbelievable play, and Elijah got his butt whipped on a block out there late where we gave him about 6 or 8 points. But other than that, we actually did rebound the ball pretty well against a team that can really rebound.
I think you scored the first 11 in overtime. Was that just good play? Was it momentum?
I think a lot of it's momentum. I mean, without saying any disrespect, but that would be a punch in the gut. The way that we tied it up and everything in the building and that kind of stuff. So we had an opportunity to try to take advantage of the emotion in the building, and we did. We played pretty good there in OT. We ran an out of bounds play to start it, and Ben makes a 3, and the next thing you know, we're kind of off the races.
You talked about how conference play is going to be a challenge for this team. Do guys get a sense of that right away after a game like this?
Yeah, our guys. Well, we no matter what you tell them, it's kind of a catch-22. You want guys to believe that they can't lose at home. I mean, that's good. But you also want them to understand that anybody can beat you. And that's what we have to, Iowa State could easily, as you guys know, won that game tonight. So I think that, I still think that paying attention to scout report and, from a coach's perspective and how they scored and some things like that, they're going to make some shots, but you can't give them points. And we gave them way too many points. I think that, hopefully will help us moving forward that we've got to be a little bit more locked in than what we are.
All right.